Gerwyn Price wins night 3 of the Premier League in Dublin. 3 nights, 3 different winners, and of course, one very happy me. Gerwyn Price beats Luke Littler, Luke Humphries, and Nathan Aspinall to take home the 5 points. I've realised after doing last week's video that I haven't actually been giving you the table, so I'll give you the table at the end of this video. But let's jump right into it with the first quarter final. Luke Humphries and Stephen Bunting. Bunting wasn't terrible in this game. His scoring let him down a little bit early on, but he fought his way back into it. Humphries wins 6-4. I think really it was just a case of Luke Humphries being Luke Humphries. He was just going about his business. Bunting didn't really give him too much of a hassle, but he didn't roll over for him either, and Humphries is world number one for a reason, and that's why he wins that one. Gerwyn Price beats Luke Littler 6-4. Now, this is Gezzy's 5th win in a row over Luke Littler. I don't know what it is that Gezzy seems to have on Littler at the moment, but in this one, what I thought was really interesting was this is the first time really that I've seen Littler rattled by the crowd a little bit. You know, I might be, missing something from last year that I either couldn't watch or has just slipped my mind. But he seemed a bit wayward, Luke Littler, with his scoring, and Gezzy was just going for it. The crowd were booing Luke by way of cheering for Gezzy. And yeah, Price was just, I think he went 4-0, 4-1 up at one point. But the turning point here that woke Luke Littler up was in leg 6, where Gezzy missed a couple of tops and Littler breaks the Price throw and gives it to the crowd after pinning his double, and that got Luke Littler back into the game. He followed it up with an 11-dart hold and really threatened going forward. Gezzy, after he missed a 1-2-4, Littler just wired tops for 1-3-7. But yeah, just Gezzy was just too good. He went 6 darts into a 9 in the 10th leg and wrapped up the match there and moved on. Also moving on, of course, was Nathan Aspinall against Rob Cross. Look at this. This match, I think it sucked the life out of the crowd in the arena, and it sucked the life out of me on my couch at home. I just had a nice meal, sat down to watch the darts. I was excited that Gezzy won, and then by the end of this match, I was falling asleep. I mean, neither were at the top of their game in this match. If you showed me this match, I would not have said that Nathan Aspinall was going to make it to the final. Aspinall was struggling with a cold or some illness during this event. I think he said he probably should have pulled out, but decided he wanted to play, so he went ahead. Rob Cross missed, I think it was 8 darts a double in the first leg, and that set up the tone for the match. It was just not a great match of darts. Aspinall wins 6-3. Aspinall was definitely the better player, and he got better as the match went on. He got better as the night went on. He played really well tonight, Nathan Aspinall, and this first match, I think both players just had a bit of an off moment, but Aspinall comes through it. All I've got in my notes for this is both played so bad. Aspinall had a cold. Aspinall got better from the match, not the cold, and dreadful. But, it's just an off moment from these two. They're both really good players, and as we see with Aspinall getting to the final tonight, Michael van Gerwen versus Chris Dobie. Dobie wasn't really at it tonight, and MVG just went about, did his business, but, Chris Dobie wins 4 legs in this way, so Van Gerwen wins 6-4. This is the quality of player at the top of the rankings and in the Premier League, is that, even when they're not at it, Chris Dobie's still taking 4 legs off Michael van Gerwen, even when he's having an off day. Rob Cross is still winning 3 legs of darts when he can't hit a double to save his life. That's just the standard at the top of the rankings. Dobie hits a 1-5-4 finish in the 6th leg. That was a couple of legs after Van Gerwen hits a 1-2-1, so some nice 10+ outs here. The turning point here really was in leg 7, where Chris Dobie missed 4 darts at a double in that leg, and that would have got him right back in it and given him a chance, but Van Gerwen punishes, just stretches his lead, keeps going. does his business, deals with Chris Dobie. Semi-finals, Gerwyn Price 6, Luke Humphries 3. Luke Humphries had won 6 in a row against Gezi before this. One of them, I think, was a withdrawal. Price had to drop out for some reason or another, but Humphries had won 6 in a row before this one, and Gezi was just on it tonight. I mean, Luke Humphries started really well. He broke Gezi in the second. Then he missed a bull for a 170 checkout. And then Gezi comes straight back in the third and hits the 170 himself. Shanghai on 20s. In the fifth leg, wins 3 straight, then wins 4 straight. He missed 1 dart at the bull, hit all the other 6 at his doubles. Gerwyn Price played really well here, and Luke Humphries didn't have an answer to him. And, Humphries has been imperious the last couple of weeks. He just lost out to Littler last week, but otherwise he's been excellent in this Premier League, and won the Masters coming into this as well, or World Masters I should say as it's called now, but just didn't have an answer to Gezi. I'll talk about Gezi a bit more in a minute. We'll go on to Aspinall, Michael van Gerwen. Aspinall wins 6-3, finished 80 on the ball to break in the first leg, and didn't really give van Gerwen much of a sniff here. Look, given their form in their quarterfinals, I would have thought Van Gerwen was the one who struggled through a bit of a slow, draining match against Rob Cross, and Aspinall was the one who sprinted out and took out Dobie. But, that's, again, form on one of these Premier League nights. You can't predict it even match to match, let alone night to night, over the 16 weeks, and look to who's going to take the title. But Aspinall played really well, looked much better than earlier, and as I say, it got better as the night went on. Van Gerwen got a bit off on his doubles, and Aspinall was there to punish like he was with Rob Cross. Moves on. MVG just a bit off his game in this one, but he'll be back. He's Michael van Gerwen. He lost to an Irish amateur at the Players' Championship over the start of this week, which was a really interesting one. He was called in as a late replacement on Sunday. I think his name was Flynn. Let me have a look. Yeah, Michael Flynn, not the manager of Newport County, but former manager of Newport County. I don't know where he is now, but he beat Van Gerwen in the Players' Championship in the Netherlands as well. But anyone could beat anyone on the tour these days. Anyone with a tour card is good enough to take out Van Gerwen, Humphries, Littler, on their day if one of those guys are having an off day. Final then, Gerwyn Price, Nathan Aspinall. Look, the crowd was really up for this. Both of these guys were having a great time. You could tell they were both really enjoying playing each other. Shanghai again for Gezi on the 20s. He was really, on with his doubles today. He did have a bit of a wobble in the fourth leg. He missed 3 at double and allowed Aspinall to break back. But, he's starting to find that confidence, especially in tops, and now when he's setting himself up for double 12 as well. I mean, he hit a double 7 against Humphries. He wasn't afraid to move around the board, and he pinned a double 6 as he broke it down off 12. And he's just finding his confidence again, is Gerwyn Price, and it's great to see. The crowd was behind him all night. They were really behind Aspinall as well. I think the crowd were just having a great time watching this final, enjoying both guys. There was a moment where both of them went 3 into a 9, and it looked like they might one of them might go on and finish it off. When Price went 6 into his 9 against Humphries, he missed the double 19 because he had 180, then he missed the double 19 for the 141 finish. So in this game against Aspinall, after hitting the first 2 treble 20s, he switched down to the treble 19, got it. So then he can hit a 180 and then a 144 with double treble 20, double 12 to take out the 9. But he missed his first one at the treble 20. But yeah, that's night 3 of Premier League darts. I think we're in Exeter next week, night 4. I won't be making a video, at least not immediately next week, because it's going to be my birthday, so I'm going to be out of action when it comes to watching the darts. But yeah, we've got the UK Open coming up as well next month, so I'll be covering that as well. I'm going to try and get out some videos on Gerwyn Price and Luke Humphries over the next couple of months in the same style as my Luke Littler one, and I did promise a look at the table, so almost forgot to do that. Let's get this up now. So Luke Humphries is top after 3 weeks with 10 points. You get 2 points for winning your quarterfinal, 3 points if you win through the semi-finals, and if you win the nights, you take 5 points. Luke Humphries has 10 points, top of the table. Gerwyn Price is second with 7. Michael van Gerwen in third on 6. 5 points for Luke Littler in fourth. Nathan Aspinall is fifth with Chris Dobie in sixth, both of them on 3 points. Rob Cross with 2 in seventh, and Stephen Bunting yet to pick up a point. So that's night 3 of Premier League darts. I might have a video out next weekend on night 4. If not, I'll roll it in with night 5 the week after.